from Millhouse Quilts, and today I'm going to give you some ideas for how to use half-square triangles. We have an assortment of triangles here, and I'm going to just lay out a few to give you a couple of ideas, and you can think of any others that you want to. So I'm going to lay out a block called the Friendship Star. It's made with half-square triangles and a few squares. I start with the square in the middle, and then lay 4 half-square triangles around it. And then I take 4 squares and put those in the corners. And you can see the star in the middle. Now, I could switch it around. I could have a dark center and switch my star points around. I have reversed this, and now we have a purple star, and we just fill in with the light corners, and so you can do the star either way. Now, there's another thing you can do. I take a square and 1 half-square triangle and put 2 other squares together, and we have a fish. Now, isn't that fun? You can have the most fun little kids quilt. You can make all different sizes of fish. You can have them different fabrics, different colors. They can be swimming all different directions, and it's a very easy block. 3 squares and a half-square triangle. I have another idea to show you. This time I have 2 half-square triangles, and they have been paired up with 2 4-patch blocks, but the contrast is so low in these 2 fabrics, you could use a square if you wanted. This way, it's reminiscent of a butterfly, and you could make a little butterfly quilt if you wanted. Now, if I put 4 of these together, watch what happens. There's my 2 corners. We now have one big star, from a butterfly to a star. And you can obviously make these any size you want. Here is a star block already made. It's a combination of half-square triangles and a few squares. There's a square in the center and a square in each of the corners. I have used 2 different blue fabrics with a low contrast, but you could mix and match. You could have all scrappy looks, or you could have all one look, anything you want. And you can make these any size too. And here's another one. This is a single block, all out of half-square triangles, a little lower contrast, very scrappy. But every single one of these blocks is a half-square triangle. So 16 half-square triangles, and you can piece them together into a star. And if you want to put borders on and frame it, it's easy to hang on the wall. This is a quilt that's made entirely out of half-square triangles. I just have 2 different sizes. Each block is the same 2 fabrics. The center square is bigger, and the ones around the outer side are smaller. And it looks like a bird flying. It can be very, very scrappy. You just make a block using 2 fabrics, and then your outer border is the same size as the center square on each block. And it's a great way you can make out of any style of fabric you want to use. The scrappier the better, or you can have it all the same size, all the same 2 colors. And on this, I did put a hang sleeve on the back here, so it's really easy to put it on the wall. And speaking of on the wall, we happen to have a couple others hanging. This one I did out of scraps from another project. It's called Blue Diamond because the center looks like a blue diamond. But everything is a half-square triangle except for my 2 border fabrics in here. The blue and the orange are the more dominant fabrics. So we have the blue diamond in the center and kind of an orange blossom opening up. And then the green and the blue and the purple behind just kind of meld together. And it doesn't matter which combination you use. But this entire thing is half-square triangles. And over here, we have a mini version. This is a miniature of a big quilt that we did. And it's basically a half-square triangle sampler block. Here's our Friendship Star again. And I have mirror images. So here I have the white star with the blue and the blue star with the white. This one is just half-square triangles in the corners. Here we have half-square triangles with a couple squares in the middle. Here we have a nice little whole bunch of half-square triangles. So you can see, you can just do anything you want. These were made with the tiny 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch thangles, and it made it really easy to piece pieces that small. And then the border was just cut little pieces, just put on for fun. And this one is a bear paw. We have it in orange and white with orange. Happy quilting from Millhouse Quilts.